So choice of itinerary in this area, underneath what's called the Point du Grand Pré, in and around the Val d'Isère area, on the Tour de Charvet sort of area. Very little recent avalanche activity, just a few little sloughs and things, but these kinds of sloughs to me are signs of actually stability, those little sloughs off of the point releases up in there. So it's an avalanche rating of 2, which means distance triggering is a very, very, very small chance of distance triggering, and if the trigger from a distance does happen, it would be from a meter or 2 or meter or 3. 3 meters maximum. Avalanche rating of 2 also means a localized chance of avalanches, or chance of local avalanche activity, which means very small pockets rather than an entire slope. So this, even though there's steep slopes with fresh snow above up here, is a reasonable place to go in for ski touring. That's what we've decided anyway, based on that criteria. If the avalanche rating was closer up to a 4, which means higher chance of distance triggering, and a generalized risk of avalanches, or risk of general avalanches, meaning the whole entire slope, distance triggering can go up to 100, 200 meters, plus natural avalanche activity could happen. Avalanche rating of 4, I wouldn't have decided to come in here. But it's a beautiful day, and given the relative stability, this is a good choice of place to go into. Also, I'll point out that there's, on an avalanche rating of 2, there's very little chance of natural avalanche activity, and there's very little chance that one person on a steep slope will trigger an avalanche. Definition says that on some steep slopes, a group of people will trigger an avalanche, much less likely for a single person. So just another comment on these couple little point release avalanches up in there. As I see that as a sign of stability, if it were slab avalanches that I'd seen in and around, that would be, in my opinion, a sign of instability. But we don't see any signs of slab avalanche activity, only a few of these sloughs in and around. So for me, that's a sign of stability rather than instability. And of course, slab avalanche activity would be a sign of instability. And here are the two loudmouths you've heard over the video, are these two people, Jane and Paul, heading out on a track that's already been set, and to a beautiful little tour of about an hour walk and a nice little ski down.